All right, so we are here with Johnny and Katie. How you guys doing?
Doing fantastic. How you doing?
So we had a great question right now. So Katie just went full time. Congratulations. We're excited. Okay. They are both licensed agents, a power couple in our business. A power couple is when husband and wife are working together towards the same goal. So our power couple, Johnny's been rocking the business full time. Been doing well. And then Katie said we're gonna make it happen. So she took a step of faith, step of obedience to God. And so today's day one full time.
Yes. Yeah.
So a couple of good questions were asked, and instead of just keeping all the secrets to ourselves, we wanted to share with you guys. So the question was basically questions were around how do you build an agency as a couple? So my wife and I we went through this, and we went through many different seasons as far as trying to figure it out. So we made a lot of mistakes. So we're gonna go over some things to hopefully avoid some mistakes and make it easier. So. We're going to share this here with you guys. How to build an agency as a couple. All right. So I'm going to walk through just each point, and then if you guys have questions, you guys can let me know.
Awesome.
But here we go. So the very first thing I tell couples is do not coach each other. Okay? Do not coach each other. So here's the tendency. Who's the more quiet one? Well, neither of you, huh? Okay.
Yeah, we're both loud. We don't
Okay.
really talk.
Okay. So here's what ends up happening in a lot of couples. So um typically when there's one person, in this case, let's say Johnny. Johnny's been doing it a little bit longer. He'll have a lot of feedback for Katie and say, "Hey, Katie, try to make the call this way. Try to do the appointment this way. When your prospects say this, when your prospects say that." And then Katie looks at you as a husband, not coach, right? But when you treat her like a trainee, not like a wife, then it's some friction, right? So the feedback I always give is do not coach your spouse. That's why it leads me to point number two. You always want to have a mentor and meet with them regularly for guidance because it should be the mentor who's saying what you want to say. For example, Johnny, let's say you want to say something to Katie. You would tell Kayleen and I, Kayleen is my wife, hey, listen, every time Katie prospects, she like does the presentation, like she does it for 30 minutes with one person. And this is not true, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Can you tell her not to do the presentation when she does, right? And then when we have our conversation, hey Katie, so how do you prospect? How does it go? How long do you spend? And then the mentoring, and Katie will know it came from you through me, but it'll receive better and it'll land better,
Yeah.
right? And here's why we know this. My wife and I, we used to coach each other. I'm like, babe, you do it this way, and she's like, no, don't. And she would say, let me go talk to Andrew. Andrew was my mentor, and I felt disrespected because why would you need to go to Andrew if I'm a good prospector? Does that make sense? But no, it's just she just doesn't want to be coached by her husband, right? And then vice versa. When Kayleen tried to coach me, I got so offended. I got so offended. I'm like, you're gonna coach me?
Me?
Me? Right? Yeah. So like I'm out there prospecting, I'm out there doing this, I'm out there doing that, right? She's phenomenal with people, but same thing. I got offended because I saw her as my wife, not my coach, not my mentor, right? So it goes both ways. So
So let me ask you a question.
please.
So outside of obviously not coaching, which I will get better at, by the way,
Okay.
of not doing that. What other than bringing it to you? What's something else that I can maybe do to maybe even help though?
Encouragement.
Okay.
So the are you a words of affirmation person, Katie? I don't think you are. I don't think you are. But if you're doing a good job, you want to be recognized and told you're doing a good job, right?
Quick recognition.
Yeah, because I don't think that's so much your love language, but that's more so like human nature.
Yeah.
So the best thing, by the way, what is your love language?
It's the physical touch.
Physical touch. Okay. So the best thing you can do is encourage. Katie gets a prospect. Celebrate. Hey, come on. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations, right? Katie gets 5 prospect. Babe, that's 5 prospect. That's a big. Katie gets 10. Oh, you're trying to beat me now?
Yeah.
But that's a form of like affirmation, right?
Right.
And then vice versa. Johnny does XYZ, right? 5 appointments a day. Babe, you beat everybody else on the team today, I bet. Right? Let me give you some love on that. Just so everybody knows in the group chat. Johnny did 5 appointments today. Affirmation, right?
Yeah.
So the best thing you can do is affirm, affirm, affirm.
Okay.
Now, here's when you do give feedback when they ask. So when Kayleen would ask me, hey, what should I say when I prospect? And they say, well, what do you do? Then I teach, then I teach her. It's well, what I say is, have you heard of companies like Nationwide, AIG, Fidelity? Uh, is, and then, but because she's asking, she's wanting
Right.
it. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
So I never say, no, don't ask me, right? So yeah, so I would say the best thing is encouragement back and forth. Um, it's super beneficial,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Um,
Mhm.
so encourage each other, have a mentor, meet with the mentor regularly for guidance, and then for accountability. So the accountability very similar to coaching. It's very challenging to have the other person as the accountability partner. Let's say, Katie, your goal today was to get 10 prospects,
Yeah.
and you ended with 8. And Johnny says, "Oh, no, no, go get 2 more."
Mm.
You could do that to anybody else, but not your wife, right?
Okay.
You want that tough coaching with anybody else. No, hey, you say, are you a person of your word? But you don't do that with your
Yeah.
wife. And the joke I make is there will be no fun activities at the end of the day if there's accountability, right? So you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot, right? So, but the accountability is for a coach, for a mentor. Um, it's important to keep the marriage. And then always do a date night every week. That's not in here, but a date night every week. Schedule it in as if it were an appointment. And if it does need to be moved, it's agreed upon together, right? And there's always flexibility with the daytime, but it should happen at least once a week at an intentional time. Uh, okay. Next, take ownership. If you want something done, you do it. Example. Um, let's say that you really let's say I'm gonna make this up. Let's say Katie really wants the two of you to personally develop more. And by the way, Johnny reads a ton. But let's say Johnny doesn't read, let's just say. And Katie's like, man, I want my husband to read books. All the other power couples, they read books. And instead of Katie telling Johnny, hey Johnny, how come you don't read these books? The best thing to do is whatever you want done, you do it first, but you do it on purpose in front of the other person. So you buy the book of the month. You can even buy two and just leave the other one on the table, or audios, whatever. But it's like you're reading it instead of watching like a TV. It's like you're reading it, you're reading it, and then I promise you, John is thinking, "Oh, my wife is not going to outdevelop me." Boom! It's like it's the motivation, and then vice versa. It's let's say Johnny, same thing. It's I don't know calls, right? Hey, Katie, why don't you make 30 calls today, 50 calls a day, 100 calls a day? The best thing to is for you to do it first. Hey, I made 50 calls today. You affirm, hey, great job. But she's thinking, man, I got to do at least 25,
Yeah.
right? Why do I say this? Because typically what happens is when let's say a husband is scared of prospecting, he's going to tell his wife, who's naturally good with people, to prospect more, but he should just do it, right?
Right.
But he doesn't do it because he's scared. So it's you notice that so much with power couples who start working together, it's whatever somebody is scared of doing, but
Yeah.
they know needs to get done, they tell the other person, hey, go do that. I'm like, no, no, you take ownership, you do it, right? So if it needs to get done, you do it.
Got it.
Okay, structure your day. So Katie, you're full time now. One of the biggest hurdles that brand new full time people go through is they went from an environment where somebody told them when to show up, where to show up, and what to do, to now nobody's telling you when to show up, where to show up, or what to do. So now it's self-employed. You got to be your own boss, and a lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people feel that they will start their day in their house, but the three enemies, the refrigerator, the what is it, the TV, and the bed
The bed.
there.
There's an enemy.
You just sleep in and sleep in and sleep in, right? So what I'll tell you guys is this what I tell all new full-timers. You have to have a start time that you decided. Let's say on Sunday you plan your week. On Sundays you decide, hey, I'm gonna start Monday through Wednesday, whatever, Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock, but you also have to have a start location. And it doesn't need to be at the office. It could be at a Starbucks. It just needs to be out of your house. But I have an in-home office. Start out of the house because you don't need to wear pants to go to your in-home office,
Right.
but you got to wear pants to go outside, right? So,
Yeah.
in the COVID days,
Tops only.
tops only, right? Tops only, right? I never got caught with the boxers, but tops only, right? So, let's say for tomorrow, what's your start time?
8:30.
8:30. Start location.
Starbucks.
Starbucks. There you go. And the benefit for us, the benefit for starting at Starbucks, although you could do it at the office, is because we prospect people just out and about. So at a Starbucks, you could do your work on the computer, and as you see people, you're able to prospect as well. So I think that's a great location. And then Johnny, same thing
Yeah, it's either gonna be Starbucks or it depends if I'm running an appointment, it'll be here at the
at the
office.
office. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the reality is you treat your business like a job, right? So you show up when you say you're going to show up, when you're going to show up, and then lunches. Okay, this was my mistake. I gave myself 3 hour lunches
Oh my
because I would drive to the house because I didn't want to spend money.
Okay.
So I would drive to the house, 40 minutes to the house. I would spend about an hour 15 because I had to cook because I also wanted to eat healthy
Yeah.
and meal prep. It was very important to me. So I would cook, make sure I ate, cleaned up, total, and then drove back to us 3 hours. Whereas if I were at a job, you can't do that,
Yeah.
right? So you would either pre meal prep if that's important to you on Sundays or early in the morning. And if it were at a job, you would have, let's say, an hour max, microwave, refrigerator, whatever you got to do. But just because you have more time doesn't mean you have more time to not work, right?
Yeah.
So, and I don't, you guys won't have that issue, but
Yeah, we
that was a
live
big
too
one for me.
far.
Yeah, you live too far. Yeah, well, I live 40 minutes away. How far are you guys?
I'm about an
Oh no, that's way too far. Yeah. So you don't got that. So okay, next one here. CRAMP. So in our business, we came up with this funny acronym called CRAMP. It's called calls, reels, like Instagram, Facebook reels, appointments, messages, and prospects. So you want to track your activity. How many calls did you make? Reels did you create? Appointments did you run? Messages did you send like on social media, like outbound messages, and then prospects. So uh, you want to be able to look at the end of your day. Let's say at the end of the day, you did 5 calls, 0 reels, 1 appointment, 0 messages, 2 prospects. That was a waste of the day. What did you do in 8 hours?
Yeah, like you must have went home and took a 3 hour lunch.
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. Or this was my mistake. I'm giving you guys all my mistakes. I would watch YouTube, but it was all business content on sales mastery, valuetainment, it, and I would watch it feeling like I was doing business, but I was actually just avoiding the work. I would read books. I would create spreadsheets. I even created a website.
Oh.
Anything I can do, I didn't realize this, but to distract myself from the actual work that I didn't want to do, which was prospecting calls,
Yeah.
right? So the stuff that matters is calls, reels, appointments, messages, and prospect. Everything else is just distraction work. Now, sometimes it needs to get done. And then it's as you grow a team, doing it while they're with you. Hey, let's make calls together. Let's make reels together. Let's run appointments together, right? But this is the heartbeat of your business. Now, here's a key. So early on, this is for you guys. Each of you do everything, every role in the business until you find your focus. So both of you should be making calls. Both of you should be creating reels. Both of you appointments, both of you messages, both of you guys prospecting. Here's the mistake that people do. And I think I actually have it in my notes. Um, it's easy for one of the individuals to hide behind the other.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, let's say my wife is phenomenal at working with a new agents in their fast start and their orientation. And let's say that I'm scared of driving people, right, or making calls. Um, let's say we have 10 orientations in a week. I'm gonna make sure she does all 10 because I'm scared of them, right? But the reality is I need to do them even if I'm scared of prospecting, same thing, right? Um, and then once you do it and you've each done it for a period of time, whatever that ends up being, then you guys will find, okay, Johnny is actually better at the recruiting interview, but I'm better at the fast start. Johnny's better at the calls, but I just have to make calls, so we're both gonna make calls. We're both gonna prospect. Hey, I am way better at admin. He hates admin. Okay, so I'll do the admin new business, or we're both hate admin. Let's hire that out, right?
Now, granted,
Please.
will that come when we get an associate account, correct? Of a decent sized number?
Correct. Um, people hire at different times. The hiring more so comes with the profitability. So as you're generating income, you've already noticed as you make money, your time gets taken by the
Yeah.
placing of the business, right? So if you could take 10% of that income to hire somebody to do that,
Mhm.
now you just gained your time back to do what generates you more money, right?
Okay.
So it'll hiring somebody would tie directly into profitability. Um, Now, until then, it's both of you doing it, or if one of you guys minds doing it less, then one of you does it. But if, ideally, you hire it out because that doesn't make you more money. It just places it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So good question there. Okay. All right. So we got to make sure we're tracking. Last one is build independence. So here's what I tell people. You want to operate as two separate businesses at the beginning. Again, going back to what we were saying, that way it prevents you from hiding behind the other person. Because if it's one business at the beginning, you're gonna hide whatever you're scared of doing. Here's a simple example. Use two separate cars to maximize reach. So, um, perfect example. You guys live an hour some away. Let's call it an hour and a half away with a little bit of traffic. Let's say you guys drive to the office together because you want to save on gas, just like I want to save on money and not eat out, so I would go home, right?
Gas?
Yeah. And so you want to save on gas, so you take one car. Now, um, Johnny, let's say you have an appointment, and then it's like you're kind of just sitting around waiting for him to be done, so we could go prospecting together. And now you guys are going prospecting together, but let's say one is a little bit more nervous than the other. Now, Johnny like wants to coach, but he knows he's not supposed to coach. So now internally he feels frustrated. Frustration drains energy. Drained energy, it doesn't allow you to perform your peak performance. And so the better thing is two separate cars. You could go to your own appointment, you could go to your own appointment. You could go prospect, you could go prospecting. Now you can still coordinate, hey, let's meet at this spot for lunch. You guys could still you guys could still see each other a ton, but you're not holding each other back.
Right.
Now I know you were actually working on something very cool. Tomorrow you're gonna go prospecting with a group of
Yeah.
girls, the ladies agents, right?
Mhm.
And I think you're gonna be here running appointments, or I don't know,
I'm gonna be at somebody's house, but yeah.
somebody's house, right? So that's the power of just getting the habit of two separate cars. Um, it allows you to divide and conquer instead of unite and slow down.
Yeah.
Right? So that's always helpful. So those are the main points. Any other questions? I think we covered a lot of it. Any questions you guys have that
I
come to
guess
mind?
that question was just more so. Did you and Kayleen have an issue where, um, like she's your wife, right?
Hmm.
And you're her protector.
Hmm.
That's the role y'all usually play.
Yeah.
But in the business, there's really no time for like coddling and stuff. Like I don't like being coddled.
Yeah.
So I prefer to like give it to me straight. If I'm
Hmm.
doing something wrong, let me know.
Hmm.
I don't want the whole "it's okay, babe, you did okay." That's not my preference. And
Yeah.
I see that as a possible problem for me if I have a bad day prospecting
Yeah.
and he's coddling me like it's gonna be okay. It's gonna make me feel like yeah, you're right. It's gonna be okay. I don't need to prospect anymore. Like I just need to
Yeah.
fill out.
If you feel that way,
Yeah,
you have a weak mentor
yeah,
because it's not his fault if you feel, oh, you're right, I don't need a prospect. It's the mentor's fault for making you think that it's okay. Does that make sense? So Johnny, that's why I say, but the alternative is okay, Johnny giving it to you straight.
yeah,
No, if you have a tough coach, and let's say you go home crying, you want the shoulder to cry on. Yeah. So no, that's more a reflection of the coach. The coach needs to be the one to say, Katie, you went full time to go full time. You didn't go full time to just have more time.
Yeah.
Like Katie, like let's process it. I believe you. I know it takes courage. I know it's scary, but hey, what held you back today? You said you
Yeah.
were gonna be here at 9, you showed up at 12 o'clock. Let's process it. Tell me
Yeah.
why. Uh uh so it's the coach's job
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
And you do want a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah. Maybe like after work.
Sure.
I see this as
Oh,
work.
during the day?
Yeah, during the day.
Yeah, so
Like I want that during the day. Like when we go home, pillow talk, sure.
yeah.
But during the day, I don't want it because I don't want my brain to get into the like, oh yeah, you're right, babe. I'm just like
I think the busier you are, you won't have time for
I
that.
won't have time for it. Okay.
That happens when you're not busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? But that's also I mean two separate cars. Because let's say you're both in the office and you have the opportunity to kind of console each other. That means you're both not making calls, you're both not prospecting, you're both not doing appointments. One of you say, I'm leaving, I'll be back.
Yeah.
So it's if you're busy, you don't have time for that.
Yeah.
But I will say this then the other side. But Kayleen and I, it was also very nice for us to. We have a very busy morning, and then we have our own office, and we talk about, hey, how was your morning? At this point, the kids. We go out to lunch. We have dates during the day, right? But it's kind of like planned. So it's not military where oh I can't talk to you until 9 p.m. No, it's lunchtimes were awesome, and we had lunch almost every day together. Uh, because we need to eat lunch. I'd rather eat lunch with you,
Yeah.
and we're gonna talk about the business anyway.
Yeah.
So it was day dates,
Okay.
but we knew also when I'm in the field that we can't do it today, and that took priority. Um, but no, and also if you guys know the Enneagram, right? Enneagram type,
Yeah. 8.
Enneagram type.
5.
So a large part is knowing your personality and knowing each other's personalities. And a type 8 is action, 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 right? So that's where your strength is gonna lie, right? So yeah, part of it is like that side of it, I wouldn't set too many rules because you're gonna have your off days,
Yeah.
right? And the challenge shouldn't come here during those off days. It should come here. I should be the bad guy.
Yeah,
I should be the bad guy.
so I know being full time, you got it. You've checked me many times. But she
Those good phone calls.
Yeah, it was good phone calls. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Actually, some funny ones that y'all will laugh at. Not me. I wasn't laughing at the time. All right, I got this.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. So, great question. Any other questions? think we covered a lot. I don't know if
No, we did. Thank you. I
This
said,
was
yeah,
really
yeah,
good. Thank
you have to
you.
lie. I said, because I don't know if I could do it. And I would be like, you said it's gonna make calls. I thought,
Yeah,
I thought
he
you
would-
said you was gonna
he
make
would
calls.
check in.
I would.
Yeah.
And I'm the same way. I would check in too. So I'm glad we're having this conversation now on day one, because
Yeah.
I don't want those arguments. I love my
Yeah.
husband too much.
Your demeanor, your personality profile is tough coaching.
Yeah.
Stay that person
Yeah.
with your team,
Okay.
because that's what great teams have. Tough coaches.
Yeah.
They set high expectations. So this is a separate topic now, but it's if you have the moral authority, because you prospect, you make calls, you run appointments, you do recruiting interviews, you do orientations, you close, you place business, all that, you have the moral authority to do that tough coaching.
Yeah.
But if Johnny is the only one that calls prospects, appointments, all that, and then the tough coaching comes from you, your team will see you as somebody without the moral authority, right? So that's why I'm excited for you to do it individually and kind of grow into it. And then the team will not only receive it well, but appreciate it. So that's a different video. So, all right. So topic is how to build. What was our topic? How to build an agency as a couple from scratch. Comment any questions below, or give a feedback on what you liked. Subscribe, and we're gonna see this couple here get to $1 million in income. All right.
That's right.
God bless everybody. Let's go. Bye bye.